Comecei a live. Comecei a live. Não bate nele, falou que tem do divisional round. Tá, então vamos. É bem importante. Bem importante nesta porra.
Fala lá no grupo que você vai fazer live pros caras verem.
Live. Olha só uma porra que aconteceu aqui. John Ross, 83. Brandon Cooks, 92. Latimer, 97. Jimmy Smith, 91. Swedinger, meu safety. Ron Parker, 85. Avery Williams, 91. Cara, o time é pesadinho. Ah, velho, cara. Puta merda, velho. Se você estiver assistindo, manda um piroca pinto com rola. Pau pinto. Sei lá, manda alguma palavra estranha aí no WhatsApp. Até já entro. A cara desse Washington aqui, vamos ver qual que é o nome. Washington, acho que é. Ele tem cara de bom jogador, né? Mas não é. O Livian tem cara de jogador bom, véio. Olha a cara desse cara. Cadê a cara do Livian? Vamos ver. Ó, a cara dele de bom jogador. Animal that's forever. Forever. Monteiro rescindiu o contrato com o esporte, blá 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 blá. Ready now for that's forever. It's too many problems, hey, thinking I'm gonna solve it. Tá, o que eu posso fazer? Online aqui. É parte privada, parça. Tô fazendo. Tô fazendo a live. O menino Guilherme entrou na live, o menino Guilherme. Sabe o que acontece, Guilherme? Manda o link. Manda o link pro italiano aí, ó. Que ele quer assistir, mas só pra ele. Só pra ele. Ele quer assistir no grupo, eu dei o miguezão. Ô Guilherme, carai. NBA, quando o Rondo that's forever. Tá bom. Caralho. Cadê meus vídeos? Mandei. Te chamei pro jogo. Tá, ele disse que já tá entrando aqui o cara do Dolphins. O cara do Dolphins tá entrando. O cara do Dolphins disse que foi jantar, velho. E já tá entrando. Divisional Playoff. Divisional. Rei do Madden. O cara tá me zoando aqui no WhatsApp. Safadinho. Rei do Madden. Tá, estamos esperando aqui. Cincinnati Bengals. Vamos logo, amiguinho. Aí, entrou. Bota ready aqui. Bom jogo tem que desejar aqui pro adversário, né? Humildade, sempre. E aí, parceiro? Pode dar pronto já? Ready. Vamos, carai. Aí. Tá mudando os playbook ele. Se eu perder eu vou ficar triste. Buffalo Bills. Head coach. Tá o Brandon Cooks. Meu... Não, o John Ross é bom, hein? Ó, 1.200 jardas. 10 touchdowns. Pô, o Brockers foi meio bosta. Stafford com mais interceptação que touchdown, né? Pra dar uma variada ali, ó. 37 touchdowns, 39 interceptações.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on
Começar com a bola.
between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 parts of the conference championships on the line here as divisional week
Vou retornar,
in the
foda-se.
NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Merda.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose
Pegou já 2 jardas.
23-yard line.
Que
That's going to
bosta.
go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Não, velho. Comecei tudo errado. Não, pelo menos deu 3.
Nothing but room to run.
Uma jarda.
1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Vou fazer a jogadinha que eu sempre apelo.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
29. Who's right? Let 5-man box. 29. 93.
To throw his car. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now here's Ross. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Preston Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Jumbo, jumbo! 21!
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curled a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down, a run with Hyde. He's to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Hyde is the lone man in the backfield here on 2nd and goal.
29!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, tack 32, tack 32. Hey, tack 50 left.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Le'Veon Bell from 6 yards away. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it go. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Hey, 7:34. But 5-man box. Yeah, 98's down. 58-98. Yeah, 98's down. 58-98.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The give is to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set, lady.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Raider 9, 9. Lie down. Raider 2.
From midfield, here's Carr. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll give to Hyde, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Raider 1. Who's right? Lie down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
2. Hey, Raider 2.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Express.
They'll run for it. Hyde. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Royce Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Forbath out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, lady. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You got 56 there.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
29. Hey, Raider 2.
Now a play fake. Carr. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
You got 56 there.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dante Moncrief as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
29. 93. 93.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Second and 10 now from the 27.
But 5-man box. Come here. Hey, Raider 2.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Oh, that's heading right for Bat. Cannot connect. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a do that? I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Fells has it, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Slide down.
On first down, Carr. Open man, the tight end fails. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr. He's going to launch this thing way down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
10.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Set, lady.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now here come the Dolphins. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Now, you waiting? Later, 2.
To throw again. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Carr now on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
29. 29. 29.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Go here. Zebra. Set. 280. Back 55.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass. That we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
29. Down.
On 2nd down, high. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Express. Purdue. Low.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
6-18. Hey, 7:34. 8:08. 6-18.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ross on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. McCarron and the Bengals come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Bellamy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Deuce right. Check 31. Check. But 5-man box. Check 40.
They run again with Hyde on 1st. He finds an opening past the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They pitch it out to Hyde, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr got to have this one. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. McCarron on 1st down. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Shotgun snap from McCarron. Going deep downfield for Ross. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's McCarron. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going for it. It's McCarron. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's Carr to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98.
The toss play. This is high. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 14 yards there on the pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You got 56 there. Mike 51, Mike 51. 93. 93.
Now Carr. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You got 56 there.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
5 down. 6-18. But 5-man box. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 694. 6 guys. Check 6. 734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Just keeping the play alive. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watch the twist. 51 the mic, boy. Deuce right.
Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Carr. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately,